Welcome in, everybody.
What's up? You there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you on my end.
Bro,
Hopefully,
I am still black on the screen too, dude.
well,
At least I can hear. They can hear me. It's fine. We'll carry on.
Black screen. You got the narrator, and then you got the face.
Now they're gonna question who's talking.
I was actually gonna make fun of you and say, well, at least we know who shows up to actual events.
Yeah, you're there, man.
But you do go to baseball games, so
hey, I'm coming to an event this year, man. How you feeling, man? How was Kinnick on Saturday night?
Probably the loudest I've heard it in a really long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know where I would rank it as far as like best games that I've ever been. Like, I don't know, because like I've looked at people's lists and they said it's definitely top 10. Some people even have it top 5 best games they've ever been to for themselves. So obviously I start, my first game was in 96, so it's 2025, so obviously almost 30 years. It's up. I will say it's up there. It's not quite as crazy as that 09 Indiana comeback or the 2008 Daniel Murray last second kick. Definitely not as good as that one. That one's actually my favorite.
That was a good ass game. How's that one?
That really. Which one? Both of them? Or 08? Because 08, we sat in like the front row. Because going into that, we expected, since we just lost to Illinois, that we were going to lose. So we didn't think that. And as soon as they beat Penn State, I'm pretty sure we went 8-4 that year. And then we beat our bosses, Gamecocks. So, are you there, man? Oh, snap. He must have took off. But anyway, so I made a huge mistake this past weekend. And I don't know how many of you that are watching were there, but I decided to dress for the tailgating part of the day instead of actually dressing for the whole entire game. So I basically wore a t-shirt and shorts. And for whatever reason, I'd say about halftime is when it started getting cold. And I froze my ass off. And I can't tell you how many times I wanted to walk out, whether it be the blocked field goal. The interception in the beginning, I wasn't really scared or anything. Like, I was like, shit happens. It's not the first time it's happened. The blocked field goal was a little Debbie Downer. I'm not going to lie. Actually, the guy sitting next to me, I doubt he's watching right now. He's a busy man, but he actually predicted that it was going to get blocked. And sure enough, it got blocked. But I will say this, though. In the second half, after that cold front hit, the wind picked up a bit. I guarantee you, if Stevens had any chance to get that field goal off, it was in the second half. He would have not easily have made it, but the wind would have definitely have helped him out in the second half. But overall, it was a really good game. Granted, Penn State is not. You can say all you want about Penn State, but that team is full of talent, and they are. I bet you, if they had Drew Aller, they probably would have beaten us. I'm not going to lie to you, but the backup, the Drum Krinsky, I think his name was. I'm pretty sure that he he's a baller. Like, I'm guaranteeing you, he could go start most other colleges, and I'm not playing him up by any means, but I feel like there's a lot of schools that would easily take him. And then as far as his backup, the guy from West Des Moines, or not Des Moines. I think it was Des Moines Catholic. If anybody knows where this guy's from, let me know. But I'm pretty sure, but I know it's from Des Moines. He was good. He got in there for running plays. But dang, he still hasn't. Brad's still not back yet. I think he's trying to do what Vandy told him to do on the comments. So right now we're kind of having some technical difficulties with our show, which doesn't surprise me. It's StreamYard, and I have a really old computer, probably 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, I would say. But and his internet is dog shit, and it's Florida, which is a shock to me. But let's see if I can find those highlights. Here we go. Oh, there he is. Oh my God. Hey, Vandy was right, dude.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. I basically just explained to everybody how my game went. And it's all good, man. Because it's all good. I'll tell you about it at the Oregon game.
Hey, you don't worry about it, man. Sorry about the technical difficulty there. I actually had to restart the whole computer, dude.
That's kind of what I figured. I was actually blaming it on your internet because 9 times out of 10, your internet's trash.
I don't understand. I don't live in Podunk, Iowa either. But all right, we're back. Let's get going, man. So the game was good.
The game was good. Definitely top 10.
The best thing to hear, man. All right, let's get back into it. What were your thoughts on the game, man? I know it started out a little rocky.
I was actually while you were off and you're doing your little chores, I was actually explaining how I felt about the game. I didn't know what to think going in, and you can, if you go back to our previous episode, dude, like I even said, like, I have no idea. Is Penn State going to come out all guns a-blazing for Terry Smith and James Franklin?
They did.
Now we know they have NFL players. There's a reason why. Check this out. Sorry, there's a reason why they were the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah.
And all you lost is really one guy. That's it.
Listen. That was that's a talented team. I'm going to call this shot right now. I bet you they upset Indiana.
Are we picking?
I'm calling it right now. No, this is still down the line. This is next week, I believe. So I'm just telling you, like, this is a talented team. That was probably the most talented team Iowa's beat since they beat Penn State in 2021. I would say that's the best win. I know all the bullshit stacked up, everything that went on. I know people will say it wasn't really that big of a win, but listen, that's still a stacked team. That team is loaded with talent.
I don't want to see this.
Yeah. Listen, that was.
You missed a lot of freaking details of what I was explaining.
I don't understand what that was like.
Okay.
I turned it off, man, during that moment because I'm like, all right, we're going in 10-7 at halftime. Cool. So like, I went to do something else real quick, pull up my damn fucking phone, and I'm like, wait, what? And I had to go back and rewatch it.
Dude, I don't know what. It's crazy because like as I was telling the audience, like the guy who gets season tickets sits next to me. He said these words, I bet you they block it. This fucker jinxed it. The son of a, I mean, he's a good guy, but you'll get to meet him when you come out for Oregon, but
that's some wild shit though, man. That's just some Iowa shit. But the way we responded in the second half, man, that is just, to me, that is what you haven't seen from an Iowa team in a long time, right? Like, to be down, you're down 11 in the second half. No other Iowa teams, nah, man. You're having to beat them with the offense. Like, it wouldn't work. I mean, what was it, 21?
21 to like 10, I think. We were down 11 before we made that miracle of a comeback, which I have no idea how we did that. I really don't. That was insane.
Our quarterback.
Well, yeah.
That's why.
But
hey, listen, did you know that's the most rushing yards by a QB under Ferentz and Fry?
And
my whole life. my whole
You
life.
mean to tell me that Stanzi didn't have anything? You mean to tell me that Brad Banks didn't have anything?
Didn't run for 130
You're
yards. No,
kidding me.
no.
Oh,
I heard that. I can't remember where I heard it. So if somebody wants to call me out for stealing something, it is what it is, man. I will give you credit. But
we need to get something else going.
that's
in
crazy, right?
That begins with a P and ends with a G.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Well,
when we talk about Minnesota, because that's
yeah,
part of my key to the game.
Stats were up, so why don't we go into the Minnesota, man? It's a good week, man. We'll talk a little. We have a guest named Spencer, correct? Can you hear me?
Spencer, you on, bud?
He's not here. Oh, he's down there. I see him. All right, I'm gonna bring him on, man. I'll let you introduce him. Spencer, man, how are you?
What's up, guys? I'm good. How are you doing?
We're doing
fantastic.
All right, Brandon, tell us who you snagged us for this Minnesota game. It's no
All
producer
right.
Cam.
So, long story short, I follow a lot of Denver sports, and I follow their social networks. Once upon a time, what was it? I think it was the first time that the Iowa women went to I think they were playing Colorado. I happened upon a picture of this fella wearing Hawkeye garb, and I'm like, no way. So I'm like, all right, gonna be a little creepo and freaking hit him up on the DMs and freaking Instagram. And sure enough, I'm like, hey man, blah blah blah. Listen to your show, and are you from Iowa? And he's like, well, not actually. Which I'm gonna actually let him tell his story of why he's an Iowa fan. Now, he is not an Iowan. That's what makes this awesome. Those are my favorite fans, honestly. College-wise. Pro-wise, I don't give a shit. College, these are awesome.
It's like we were talking, man. Our stories aren't as cool as his probably is. Like mine was, I was born into it. Like that is what it is of shit. But his, Spencer, why don't you tell us how did you become an Iowa fan? Let's let him tell us, man.
Yeah, so I'm not actually from Iowa myself, but my dad is. My dad was born in Waterloo. His whole family still lives in Waterloo, Cedar Falls area. And my grandpa actually played basketball at Iowa in the 1930s. So literally almost 100 years ago at this point. Like he's passed away at this point, but and then so I grew up into it as well. My dad attended Iowa for just a little bit, also attended University of Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls. So I grew up into it as well. I have pictures of me as a 1-year-old, 2-year-old with the Hawkeye stuff on. And even though I grew up in Colorado, it was never I went to CU, Colorado Springs. So CU, but a different CU, and never even got close to becoming a Buffs fan or any of that. Like it's Hawkeyes through and through. And as frustrating as it is to watch the offense we watch some days and watch kicks get blocked at the end of halves and things that just don't make sense every Saturday, I'll never quit it. It's what it is.
It's almost addicting sometimes. We all bitch about it, call them the cardiac hawks, but like
speaking of quitting, I have a question for you that's not Hawkeye related. Did you leave Sunday?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did. Yeah, I was with my mom, my wife, my pregnant wife, and my 2-year-old. So we saw my buddy Justin. Other side, Justin Sternad made that pick as we were walking out, and I was like, "Holy fuck, they could probably win this game." But we were already out, so I just sat in my car and watched it on my phone, and I didn't even leave the parking lot. I was like, I'm watching the rest of this right next to the stadium. Yeah, it was something I told myself I'd never do again, but circumstances obviously change a little bit when you have other people with, like, if it was just me, my brother stayed the whole game. He was like, I'm not leaving. And I was like, I don't blame you. I just had to leave at that point. So I was like, all right, I got to go. But yeah, I wish I wouldn't have done it, but it is what it is. I'm watching literally the exact same games. I swear to God, being a Hawkeyes and Broncos fan, it's the same shit. It's like, we're going to win this game, but we're going to fuck around the entire first half. We're going to look like we can't score. We're going to look like, the defense is going to play pretty well, allow a few big plays here and there. And then at the end, somehow we're going to have more points than the other team. And it just doesn't add up every week, but it's it's the same thing on Saturdays and Sundays for me each week. And it's just that, like, being an Iowa fan is so fun because everybody like doesn't give Iowa the respect for how good they've been, especially the past 5 years. Like, are they a national championship contender? No. But are they literally in that tier below and one of the better teams every single year? Not like, oh, we contend for a national championship one year and then the next 5 years we're shit. And then we maybe the next year, like, we're just good every year. We're going to win 7 games, probably 8 games, maybe 9 and maybe even 10. But it's fun to be and we have an identity too. You know, there's a clear identity with this team. And yes, every time they lose, I want to fire Kirk Ferentz. Yes, after they got that kick blocked and we saw it was 8 yards short on the attempted try. I said, why are you still kicking this? I wanted to fire Kirk Ferentz there. But you have a true identity that you get to cheer for. And the people that say it's not fun to watch, I'd rather watch my team win and grind out games like that and enjoy 60 minutes of football when you know what you're getting versus this, oh, let's air it out and score 55 points.
And hope we can stop them once. Yeah, that's
yeah.
It's funny you say that. Everybody always says watching Iowa football is not fun and they don't do it, but just pay attention to like when they release like the national ratings on TV games. Iowa is a lot of times in the top 10 with viewership, depending on who they're playing. And it's not because the state of Iowa is massive, right? And it's usually, right. I mean, Iowa State was in the top 10. That's the state of Iowa watching, but
right.
People tuned in, they paid attention, and I guarantee the Penn State game will probably have very high ratings when they release that because people are going to watch. People watch, and it's the shit you just said, the identity. People know what they're going to get when they come out there. They're going to see the same black and gold uniforms, same Tiger Hawk, same coach. I mean, this is only the second coach in my entire life, so they know who's there. It's probably the most identity program of any sport in the entire country at any level, to be honest with you. Like the consistency, we've known what Iowa is. I've known what Iowa is my whole life. I never have to guess like, oh, I wonder if we're going to have a good defense. No, I never asked that. Oh, I wonder if we're going to have special teams. No, I never asked that shit, man. The only thing we asked is, hey, are we going to have a quarterback and are we going to be able to pass the ball? That's our identity. And that is what it is, man. Like,
yeah. And now with, you know, we're 2 years in a row now of getting excited over a massive NIL quarterback and they come in and it's still Iowa football. It's still the same shit. It doesn't matter what their accolades are. I swear to God, you could have brought, you know, fresh senior year Caleb Williams to Iowa and it would have turned into the same thing. Like, it's crazy how that keeps cycling through.
Still don't have a QB. He doesn't throw. You're not.
No, we've got Tim Tebow 2.0, but the dude's leading. What is he, second in the nation in rushing touchdowns? Like, that guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling him before that that's the most rushing yards at a quarterback under Kirk Ferentz and Hayden Fry on Saturday that we saw. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And he's like, Brad Banks didn't do it? I was like, nope. Ricky Stanzi? Nope.
That's wild. That bootleg to end the game was so awesome. That was so good.
Oh, man.
Perfect. And the way he kept it, he knew what he was doing immediately, man. It was beautiful. He just tucked it to the side, and he looked, and he was gone.
Yeah, and the play they ran it off of, the fake run, that is the most Iowa run there is, with the fullback up front, the kind of the hop from the QB, the little handoff, and just go literally dead behind the center. Yep. And they fooled everybody. And I wanted him to house it. I know it wasn't the smart play for him to house it, but I so badly wanted to just bury it on them and him to score.
From my angle, I thought he was actually going to do it because I'm in the south end zone. So
did you think he was going to house the 67-yarder too?
Yes.
I did too, and until I saw what was bearing down on him, and I think it was 26 or 28 was trying to block two different guys. He was blocking up front, and then had to turn around and try to block the guy behind him, and then back to the guy up front. And I was like, he's getting caught.
Hey, a win's a win, baby. I was happy with Saturday. So, what do you say we move on? You ready to have some fun? Talk some Minnesota?
Absolutely.
All right, man. 'Tis the season, so in honor of Minnesota, Brandon insisted we.
I have a request.
I have it, and I got it, baby. So, throwback to last year. Vandy Chris, you'll love this one.
This is producer Cam. Fuck Iowa. Who hates Iowa? We hate Iowa. Who hates Iowa? We hate Iowa. Who hates Iowa? We hate Iowa. Woo!
producer Cam. Did you ever see that video before, Spence?
I actually didn't until Brandon tagged me in it the other day.
Oh,
The funny thing
man.
is that guy himself actually looks like a golden gopher that ate too much food, essentially.
I agree.
That's what he looks like.
Hey,
He was
you know,
actually really cool, though. We interviewed him last year. He was really cool.
yeah, we got him. We had him on. Oh shit, it was a bye week last year, and we brought him on and told him like, "Hey, your video blew up in Iowa, and we wanted to chat with your ass." And so he was pretty cool when we got him on. But I'm glad Brandon made me bring that back because that video is this classic and cringe.
Okay.
All at the same time.
As long as we win every year, that video's coming back. That's all. Once it happens, knock on wood, that we do lose or end up losing, yeah, it's gone.
It's gone forever.
Yep. Oh, where? Oh,
All right. So we got Minnesota, man. The battle of the good old bronze pig, baby, Mr. Floyd of Rosedale.
oh dude,
Beautiful, huh? Beautiful, huh?
Patty shacked it. Sorry, Spence. Oh man, I could have brought that up too.
What was it? What'd you break?
Nothing. I was just saying. So Spencer and his brother Mitchell have a really. I know for a fact people that are watching and people that have watched our videos are golfers. Everybody damn near golfs, especially at our age. Brad, you live in Florida, golf hotbed, Colorado. Spence, gorgeous. You should. Gorgeous freaking views when you guys go to golf courses out there. But that would have been perfect. Have a nice little Caddyshack video of Bill Murray and that beautiful little gopher. Damn, I forgot about that.
Hey, listen, man. I do live in Florida, yes, but guess what? I don't golf as much. I golfed more in Iowa. And it's more than likely because I know I can golf every single day of the year, so I usually tell myself, nah, I can go tomorrow. I can go later. I can go. Whereas when I was back home, shit, man, you had to golf in your little window or you weren't fucking golfing. You weren't doing a damn thing. So
yeah, exactly. In the Midwest, it's like you got to get out there in June, July, August, maybe September, and that's it.
Yeah, or you got to hope for some of that. We used to go when March would clear up and all the snow would melt, and they would just be like dirt cheap to play because it was added revenue that wasn't budgeted. And so like we'd go then sweatshirts and long pants and almost be freezing our ass off, but you had to get it in when you were back home. So it is what it is.
Yeah, you're out there, so that's all that matters.
Little birdie, tell me.
All right, now what? Oh, by the way, you'll see this guy comment a lot. He's actually been right so far this year, like minus the Iowa crap. Big Vanderbilt fan, so
yeah, he's having his best year, man. We'll pick Vanderbilt here in a minute, man. We'll talk about that game later on. So yeah, trophy game, gentlemen. So I think we'll have a little fun before we talk actual Minnesota talk. So I don't know about you guys, but I love when trophies. Well, there's a good trophy game, I should say. Some are forced, right? So to me, this is just my unbiased opinion. The Heroes Trophy for Nebraska and Iowa is a forced trophy.
Stupid.
I cannot stand it. I think it's probably one of the dumbest ones there is because it feels so forced and not organic. So, yeah, what do you say we I don't know if you're familiar with any of the trophy games, Spence, but what do you say we pick some of our favorite trophy games to start out? I guess give us like your top trophy game if you want to, and if you know of like a least favorite trophy game, yeah, man, let us know, man. What's your favorite trophy game? You can be biased too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know Iowa has like 4 or 5 of them a year. It feels like almost every game I don't know. I will be biased. I think it's for me, unfortunately it's not ours right now, but the Cy-Hawk Trophy is just a constant. Like I said, this is not timely because of the way that this year's game ended, but it's just such a reminder that until these last couple of years, we were always the better football team, always the more just solid program than Iowa State. And every year they try to get up for the game, try to do whatever they can to win the game. And even when they were good the last couple of years, and we'd still every year, it's like, we're going to find a way to win this game. So I think Cy-Hawk is probably my top, just because I know you know, the amount of people that are always talking from Iowa State and saying that their basketball team is pretty good, but they never end up winning anything. And so then they've tried to get us in football, and now it's like, no, dude, this is not this is a Hawkeye State all through and through.
Yeah, so that's fine, man. Brandon, what's your favorite trophy game? You can give me a top 3. I know you know a few. I'll give you my least favorite too. Don't worry.
Well, my least favorite's that stupid wooden turtle that Ohio State and Illinois play for. That Illinois never wins.
Yeah, what is the record on that? I know, curiosity.
The last time Illinois won, I think, was 07. I think. And that was when Ohio State was number 1.
Juice was loose that day, huh?
Well, they got slaughtered in the Rose Bowl that year too. So,
hey, nothing wrong with that. Been there, done that. Remember?
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Let's go with the Floyd. The Wisconsin one's pretty cool though. I'll admit. No, the Bull. I think it's pretty cool. It's Floyd's nostalgic.
Floyd's great.
And then the Bull is just it's dope, but it's not like, I don't know. There's so many of them. I'd have to literally hop on my PlayStation and just start searching. I
did look some stuff up because I was just curious how many there were. I can't even remember which one. I wish I would have wrote it down, but the record rivalry is like 66-22. Why the hell you even have a damn trophy? That's not worthy of shit, man. You're getting ran out of the building every day, every year, man. But funny thing, but yeah, man. And your least favorite's the turtle, huh?
Yeah. That's the only one I could think of. And I was going to give the old spittoon with Michigan State and Indiana. I saw that last week. Holy crap.
See, I like this one. So it's the cannon for UNLV in Nevada. It's not my favorite one, but this some bitch weighs like 500, almost 600 pounds. So it's the heaviest of all the trophies that all these schools play for. So that one's pretty cool. The Wisconsin, Minnesota play for Paul Bunyan's Axe. I think that one's a pretty dope one. But
what's the Michigan State one? I forgot.
It's the big
Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan, yep.
Yeah.
And then they put the helmet on him and shit. That one's not bad. I don't mind that one. I'm glad you brought that one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Fremont Cannon. Yeah, I just sort of There's the backstory.
Cannon from the 1840s. What's the matter with you?
So there it is.
Oh,
look at that.
God.
Look at that shit, man. That's a trophy sitting there between those guys. Isn't that pretty sweet, man? 500, almost 600 pounds, man.
Just make sure you cut the cord. Don't blow their freaking balls off.
Listen, but I think personally, this is my opinion. I think Floyd is probably the best in all games. Not just because this one has meaning, right? There's a whole backstory behind it when the actual states played, and then the prize-winning pig would go to the winning state. So, like, very, very, very cool thing. And then, obviously, since they actually did the trophy games, Iowa and Minnesota are pretty much neck and neck.
Well, they have the lead, though, unfortunately.
In the trophy games?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Not trophy games.
Against us, they do.
Yeah, against us, they do. Trophy games, if I looked right, it was 45, 43, and 2. So this awesome-ass trophy, and since they brought this trophy to the table, it's pretty much been neck and neck between Minnesota. Obviously, lately, we've gotten the better of them. But, yeah, man, I think this one's great, man. Have you ever seen the big, giant Floyd Rosedale in Fort Dodge?
Yes, I went to college there, so yeah, I did.
Good times. And then my least favorite. All right. Check this out.
The fuck?
Looks like an otter.
Platypus.
Yeah, this is a fucking platypus. And this is what a civil war is like in Oregon, apparently, when it's Oregon versus Oregon State. A fucking platypus. This is like, okay. Yes, the Big Ten has a shit ton of trophy games, right? One of the oldest conferences, been around the block. A lot of rivalries that have been around for hundreds of years, right? But this is one of those trophies where you're like, what? Why? And it looks hideous. Like, what? It looks like I don't know, maybe a art project my 10-year-old might have tried making in class.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when they tell a 10-year-old to make a platypus out of clay when they've never thrown on a wheel before. That's exactly what it would look like.
I just picture this. Somewhere in Oregon, they went to some elementary school and asked this elementary school for a guidance on how they wanted to make a trophy for this game, and they came up with a platypus.
Yeah, it looks like, all those busts that they make now of guys in the Hall of Fame, the Dwayne Wade statue, all of that stuff. This is just like another iteration of that.
This is the original. This is the OG,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, to me, man, this is probably the worst one ever. This one was pretty cool. I forgot about this one. Do you guys remember this one?
Is that a barrel? Look at that. Look at young Peyton Manning.
Sheriff.
That's the beer barrel.
It's the sheriff.
Tennessee and Kentucky used to play for this beer barrel all the way up until 1998. And then they stopped doing the trophy game because, unfortunately, 2 Kentucky players were killed in a drunk driving accident. And they thought it was probably not the best in taste to have a beer barrel jug trophy for the winner of that game. So it kind of went away. But, like, what a cool little trophy, man. Could you imagine running over the sidelines and picking up basically like a giant-ass keg? You're like, hell yeah, man. That's what Wisconsin and Iowa need to have. Fuck the bowl. Big old keg, man.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That fits the schools a little bit more if you just do a big keg of Busch Light or something like that. It's just a giant Busch Light can.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. I love Floyd. I think it's again, it's just cool, man. There's just something about that pig that people pay attention to it and talk about it, man. And I saw a bunch of, when I was doing some research, I looked at, obviously, a lot of people had Floyd either number 1 or inside the top 10 of their top trophy things across the board. So exciting. Yeah, man. Floyd's the man. Here you go.
Makes me happy.
Vandy and Louisville play for the old Oaken Barrel in baseball. Now, see, I did not know that, Chris. I didn't know that there was baseball trophies like that. Interesting.
Another good one. It's not a great trophy itself, but the Egg Bowl, Ole Miss, Mississippi State's always just a fun. It's just like, it's kind of like an old shitty looking egg. Doesn't look much like an egg. Looks like a trophy that kind of melted. It was like in the sun too long, but just a fun rivalry game.
Yeah, there's some really good ones like that. I was trying to think of the other one I saw. There's a couple axes, which is weird. You know, Stanford has an axe that they play for.
Not surprised. You see their mascot?
Well, it's a cardinal. I don't know why it's a tree, but it's a cardinal. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To you too, Andrew. What's up, man?
Oh, I see what he did. You got any stats for us, man? I'm ready to rock and roll with this.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
You're
It's
the
been
stat
a
man.
time, dog.
All right, man. What do you say we talk to Minnesota? Or you guys want to make some picks and then we'll talk.
That's right. Let's do
Got
it.
some picks. You want to do some picks? All right, we're gonna put you on the spot. You like to gamble?
Yes, that is one of my top 3 favorite things. So
Sweet. All right, you'll be just fine here. All right, let's do some pick'ems, and then we'll talk the Minnesota game. Let's do just for you, Brandon.
Okay. I'll go first, just because I like Oklahoma. I actually don't know on this one because Ole Miss's defense is dog shit, but their offense is incredible, and it's kind of vice versa for Oklahoma. Their offense woke up last week somehow and actually kicked the crap out of South Carolina. It is in Norman. The only thing is, it is at 11 a.m. If it was at night, I would probably outright pick Oklahoma. But Lane Kiffin is a son of a bitch, and I think he will cook something up. And I'm unfortunately going to take the Rebels.
And by cook up, you mean he's going to hop on a plane and become Florida's head coach?
No, I don't think he's going.
That's-
I don't think he's, dude. I don't think he's going anywhere. You're fucking psycho. I think he stays.
There you go.
I'm definitely riding with Brandon on this one. I think Ole Miss plus 4.5. Losing last week, big, another. The rankings are a little, SEC bias, as we all know, being Big Ten fans, and you're seeing all these top 20 teams going against each other. But I think Ole Miss is. I don't know if they win the game, but in a game that's this tightly contested, I'm taking 4.5 points for sure with Ole Miss.
I'm going with Oklahoma on this one. I think the Sooners will be ready, and I kind of agree with Chris because living down here in Florida, man, the chatter of Lane Kiffin to Florida is legit. Like that's all they're talking about on a lot of radio shows around here. Because I'm 45 minutes outside of Gainesville, and there's a lot going on down there. So I do think it's going to get the better of them. So give me Oklahoma, and I think they cover it. But again, I'm not a gambler, so I don't know if anybody should ever listen to me. Let's do this one in honor of Vandy Chris. We're going to do Vanderbilt versus Missouri. I got to close out the other one, add the other one to the stage, baby. Oh, yeah. All right, man. Vanderbilt favored 2.5. Man, top 10 Vanderbilt. My bingo card did not have that shit on it. Okay. It didn't have top 10 Vandy on it. It did not have 0-4 in the Big Ten Penn State on it. Yeah,
Indiana.
And it did not have Indiana as good as they've been. They're better than they were last year, this year. So
absolutely.
I did not see that coming here. So yeah, my bingo card's filled up and I won. So, Spence, what do you think in this bad boy?
I rode Vanderbilt last weekend to a win, and I would do the same here. I think they win and they cover. Mizzou, Eli Drinkwitz, fun team, fun product. But I think at home in Nashville, Vanderbilt. I wanted, like, before he now became legit good. I wanted Iowa to go after Diego Pavia in the like portal. I wanted him to be our quarterback just because he's a fun story. But now he's like ingrained in the Vanderbilt world. And I think they cover this easily. I think Missouri's – I don't think Missouri's that good. Let me put it that way. I don't think Missouri's a top 15 team in the country.
No,
definitely not. I agree with you on that. And I'll make my next. I'll let Brandon in it. I'm going to take Vanderbilt as well. I think they cover this. I think they actually probably beat them by almost 2 scores, if not 2 scores. That was a big win last week for them. We didn't think they were going to do it last week, and they did. And this is they outmatch Mizzou. So give me Vandy, baby. That one's for you, Chris.
All right. So Vandy, since you said something really nice earlier about Iowa, normally I would pick against you because it's hilarious. Although I'm waiting for a comment of you to shit talk me on air while I'm making these picks, but you haven't done it yet. But good news is I hate Missouri. I don't like – I mean, the state's okay, but, like, I'm still pissed off from that bowl game last year. I shouldn't be, but I am. So, fuck Missouri. I'm going with the Nashville Commodores.
Hey, clean sweep. There you go, Vandy. And then they will weigh almost the top 5 Vanderbilt team.
And then they'll –
like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bingo card is doing it.
Dude.
All right. No offense here, though, Vandy. I know game day is in Nashville. You're pretty pumped for that. But in my opinion, this should have been the game day was at, personally. To me, I think this will probably be the best game of the weekend, but for sure, if not one of the top games of the weekend. We're kicking it to a different level, man. Number 2, North Dakota State comes into the Jackrabbits and Brookings, South Dakota for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, man. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game. Spence, who you liking in this bad boy?
I'm taking the Jackrabbits, man. I think in a game like this where, this is one of those, like, when you look at the line, it's very much looks like a trap game, which I could be falling right into the trap. You see a number 1 overall team, and then you see them getting 4.5 points, and you're like, oh, okay, this is this is the easiest bet of my life, and then North Dakota State wins by 40. But I do think South Dakota State in this one, I like them. I like them at home for sure.
Brandon, who you like?
Well, I told you my personal story about South Dakota State, right? That was our team camps back in the day for football in high school. So I will always have a special place in my heart for the Jackrabbits. They are my favorite FCS team. I could care less about the Panthers and UNI. I will always root for San Diego State. Not San Diego, Jesus Christ. South Dakota State. Unless they're playing Iowa. So give me the Jackrabbits. I'm going to say they're going to win by 10.
Ooh, damn. You know what's crazy is I'm actually, again, with Vandy Chris on this one, man. I think North Dakota State is just a very physical team. I think it's going to still be a good game. I think it's going to be under that. So give me the Jackrabbits on the under, but give me North Dakota State. I think it's a close 2-3-point game, to be honest with you. But yeah, this one will be a badass game, man. I'm going to try to probably watch this one if I can. We'll see how things go. But
what time is it?
Dude, I didn't look at that.
11 or not?
Here, I'll look for you real quick. My
Research, Brandon. Come on now.
Dakota
7. Sweet. That's perfect. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some. I think the Nuggets. Is it the Nuggets home opener, Spence, on Saturday?
It is on Saturday.
That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah,
right.
I'll miss it. Yeah. All right.
All right, ready for the next one?
I forgot who the other ones are.
See, this is why it's
I'm
fun,
pumped.
man. So 1, 2. I didn't make a graphic. I didn't have time to make a graphic for one. So we could pick it. You want to pick Michigan State?
Sure.
I mean, we're speaking of trophy games. We talked about Paul Bunyan himself. I don't have the stat lines, but Spence, who you taking in this Michigan State game?
Michigan State's going to run them. I think. I mean, Michigan. I'm sorry, Michigan. Wow, Brandon's look on his face. I was like, what? My mind was in basketball mode for some reason. Brandon said Nuggets. I went to basketball. No, this is Michigan dominates this game. I think Michigan State's they're obviously a joke of the Big Ten. One of them, I should say. I am still mad at them for not allowing us to play in the Big Ten championship game or losing the Big Ten championship game to them 10 years ago. I don't even know how long ago that was, what year that was, but
10 years ago.
I still hate that team. And I hope I don't really I don't have the, there's a lot of being a Big Ten person, we always have the hate for certain teams. And obviously, I hate Nebraska. I hate Minnesota. I hate, who did we just beat this week?
Penn State.
Penn State, but Michigan doesn't bother me for some reason. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I don't hate every team in the Big Ten. Michigan's one of those teams where I'm just kind of indifferent to them. Obviously, when we play them, definitely want to win. I hate them the week we play them, but overall, Michigan doesn't bother me as a team.
The last couple times, it only bothers me because I know they had homeboys cheating on their sidelines a little bit, but yeah, I'm the same way. They haven't really truly ever rubbed me the wrong way. And honestly, under Ferentz, we've been pretty competitive with them. So it's not like Ohio State where we beat them twice in the last 20 years, some shit like that. I think that's all we've done, maybe 3 times. But yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. But Brandon, who are you taking in that? Paul Bunyan's.
Hail to the victors, baby. Fuck Sparty.
Do you think they cover the 12.5?
It's in East Lansing, right?
Yep.
No, I don't. For some reason, they always. So if it was in Ann Arbor, it would be a difference. I would say they would just kill them. But if since it is in Michigan, or excuse me, East Lansing, I don't see that happening.
You think it'll be close?
7, maybe 8, 9 points, just under 10.
I'm with Chad Henne. Give me Michigan. And I think Michigan wins by over 2 touchdowns. Michigan State is not good. Their quarterback, Chile, he's probably the best one they got. They're not good, man. Give me Michigan easy in this bad boy. All right, last one. We'll go. Last but not least, gotta give it up to little brother here. Little brother, home game against undefeated and number 11, the Fighting Wise, baby, BYU Cougs. Iowa State's favored 2.5. Spence, who you like in this bad boy?
As much as I like, just my hate will not let me pick Iowa State. I'm still not going to do it just because I think BYU is clearly the better team. And watching a quarterback with number 47 is so electric. Bear Bachmeier is a fun watch. And honestly, like I've said this on, my personal accounts and just in general, I'm not a big CU guy. And watching Iowa State come in and lose to CU, I just have completely lost all faith in them as a football team. Now it makes it, them losing games actually makes our loss early in the season worse. So that's why I kind of like am like secretly cheering for Iowa State to win more games, because then like if you finish the year and Iowa's got some questions, but they're saying 9-3 with the losses to, number probably 2 or 3 Indiana, number 15-20 Iowa State looks better. Now they're unranked and they're like, but yeah, I think BYU, especially BYU after a loss, I think BYU is focused and ready. I don't believe in Iowa State anymore at all, which is unfortunate that we lost. Like if Iowa played Iowa State now this week, I would pick Iowa by 14, 17 maybe. It just sucks we had to get them so early, but that's how it goes. That's how the battle for the Cyhawk goes.
Yep.
We learned one thing about Iowa State. They are not deep. Yes, they have a shit ton of injured players, as Chris stated here. They're not. That means they're not deep, man. They lost some bodies, and they don't have a next man up. The next man up is a big drop-off for them, so unfortunately.
Of course that happened.
But I'm going to go with Iowa State in the upset, baby. I want them to figure it out now. Like, they've already got their losses out of the way. I feel better about that. But now I'm okay with them winning. I want them to win because, yes, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but after Saturday, there's still that slight chance that Iowa has a opportunity to be in that conversation of the playoff. And as you already stated before, Iowa State, they can't have that bad win if you go in 9-3. You will not get that. 10-2 with loss to Iowa State, shitty Iowa State, and Indiana, then you're in, right? So I do want little brother here to win, so I'm going to take the Cyclones to win this one by give me by 5. Brandon, who you got?
I just want Matt Campbell to get the fuck out of Ames. So if he keeps winning, then somebody's going to come calling. So Iowa State.
Yeah.
He just needs to keep winning. Somebody needs to call him and get him the fuck away, as far away from the cornfields as possible. Just piss off, dude.
All right, man. Let's get to the real game, man. We got a good one in Iowa City at 2:30. Minnesota coming to town. Minnesota versus the Hawkeyes. As you can see across the board. It's crazy, Brandon. Every week I make this graphic, and every week I haven't had to change who's leading what, which is fucked up to think about.
Just the colors. The colors in the team and the same ones highlighted. You just got to change the colors.
Yeah, man. I'm doing it today, and I'm like, man, no way. So crazy.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The points per game thing always throws me off. Like, I'm just like, I have to like blink a million times to look straight at it and be like, are you sure?
I got it right this time. Remember the one I had somebody with 50 points a game?
Yeah,
some shit. I'm like, oh my bad. That was Indiana. The matchup here is looking Minnesota. Not a Minnesota team that you're traditionally used to seeing. As you can see in the rushing yards per game, they're only doing about 122, 123 a game right now. So a little different. Iowa's rushing attack just keeps creeping back up there. We're up to 192 yards a game. I think that's good for a top 30 rushing offense. Actually, it might even be higher than that in the country. Passing, obviously, a different story. We're 130 in the country in passing offense. And somehow still 5-2. Anyways, that's if you want to talk identity, there it is, right there.
I got an identity for you.
Minnesota
Minnesota hasn't beaten anybody worth a shit.
Well,
Look at their schedule.
Minnesota doesn't beat us. They're 9-1 they're 1-9 versus us last 10. So don't forget that either.
Yep.
Defensively, Iowa's defense just keeps locking down more and more. This total, as I keep putting this graphic out, keeps going lower and lower. So Iowa's giving up only 13, almost 14 points a game right now. Well, scoring 30. And then obviously series wins. Minnesota gets it for the early days, but since the trophy game, Iowa holds a 2-game lead. So, yeah, man, Spence, what's your feeling about this game? What are you know much about Minnesota?
I not much about the new Minnesota, the old identity Minnesota where they ran it down our throats or tried to run it down our throats. I knew a lot about and was used to that. It's weird. College football kind of changes year over year, except the team you guys talk about every week and we watch every week. They don't change. But yeah, I honestly, the spread is kind of crazy high. I think last time I saw it was Iowa 8.5. I don't necessarily love that in a rivalry game like this. I'm not like the biggest fan of taking 9 points, and who is Iowa going to beat by 9 points? But I do, as crazy as this sounds, I love the over in this game. It's 39.5 on the current app I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. And I think I see I see an Iowa 24-20 win is kind of where I'm seeing it. I think Minnesota keeps it close and Iowa doesn't really have the ability to run away from somebody. But I just don't think Iowa loses this game. And I hope that's not a take we can play later on after this week and be like, look at this idiot. But I don't think Iowa loses this game. I think they're cooking. Shout out to Minnesota for beating Nebraska last week. That was awesome. Love to see that at any point. But they just stick to what they're so good at that they don't get away from, like, yes, Dylan Raiola is a decent quarterback, as much as I hate talking good about anything Nebraska, but Dylan Raiola he's not like that good. He's not that good of a quarterback, and he's not going to clearly, change a game for you. And Iowa doesn't have to rely on their quarterback to change the game for them. Now, would I have loved to see Gronowski connect on a few wide open passes that he had last week, throwing fades out of not even, throwing him in that patented first row that's so close at Kinnick Stadium to the end zone. He's like throwing balls in the first row. I'm like, dude, you're not even giving your wide receivers a chance. But they don't need that. That's the thing, is they can just run the ball. They can control the clock. I do love the over in this game, though. I think Iowa just beats them down. I think there's going to be a few turnovers in this game where that creates a short field. And I think it's like, I see 24-20 Iowa as my final.
Ooh, a nice little close game there. Brandon, what do you got in this game? What piques your interest? Who should we watch? What's your thoughts on this bad boy?
Well, for one, granted, we're halfway through the season. Minnesota still has a freshman quarterback, and I'm pretty sure he has not played in an environment like Kinnick. I'm almost let's see. I think they beat Rutgers and somebody else on the road. I can't think of who they beat on the road, but
their toughest environment was Ohio State, and they scored 3 points.
Yeah, they got dick stomped against Ohio State.
I forgot about them. Well, anyway, we could be louder than Ohio State. I'm pretty sure they're not even. I don't know what their ranking is on the loudest stadiums on my EA college football. Their offensive line isn't that great. Like your typical Midwestern 3-state freaking beefy meat and potatoes. It's kind of like Wisconsin has a good line, Iowa has a good line, and usually Minnesota has a good line. That ain't happening this year. And as Vandy said, their defense has, they got 9 sacks against Nebraska, but obviously Nebraska doesn't have an offensive line.
Which is why they pass the ball. They're rushing. Exactly. Nebraska's rushing attack they're like 130 of the rushing game. It's non-existent for them. They're a pass-heavy team.
Yes, Hackwell. Spence is a Broncos fan. He lives in Lakewood, Denver area. So, yes.
Justin's my boy.
Yes. So, what I would like to see more of is I would like to see some more passing from Gronkowski. I want to see this, and this is the game to do it. Honestly, last week would have scared the living shit out of me because I feel like, granted, their woes, they lost to Northwestern and UCLA. I still feel like their Penn State would be a hell of a lot tougher. They have better players than Minnesota does. It is a rivalry game. I get it. So the intensity is going to be turned up a notch a little bit. But I just legit think we need to start getting the passing game a little bit more going.
We need to get 15 involved is what we need.
Yes.
Reese Vandersdee needs some more catches. Like, I thought he was going to have a huge year. Obviously, it sucked. He had the injury coming straight out of training camp. But get that guy involved.
Well,
Big body, man.
What pisses me off is Brad. Fuck you. I was high on Sam Phillips, but he is an inch, and I didn't know this either. So Phillips is like 5'7". I had no fucking clue. So the guy from Chattanooga that we brought in that was highly touted is 5'7", and
brother, he plays receiver for Iowa. Of course, he's 5'7".
Well, dude. So another thing, I didn't know this.
5'7", 175. 5'7", 175. That's all they got.
And I didn't know this either. But so I work with Caden Weechen's mother, and so I see her like every day, and I swear to God, I've seen Caden plenty of times, and I swear to you, so I'm like 5'11" and a half. Used to be, I was 6'1" at one point, and I swear to God, this kid was the same height as I am, and I come to find out he's only 5'8".
Speed kills.
I know.
Electric player. Absolutely electric player.
Tim Dwight 2.0. I'm telling you, dude.
Hey, it's funny though you mentioned Phillips. So you have you seen his numbers though?
Of course I haven't. I'm terrible with looking up stats.
He averages 17.5 yards a catch.
He has, because I sure don't feel like I've seen him get the ball much. Oh,
he's got 11 receptions for almost 200 yards at 17.5 a pop. I don't think it's him as the problem. I think getting him the ball needs to be a little bit more of a priority because he is fast, right? That's my opinion on him. I mean, if you're our leading receiver at only 11 touches, so he's not even the leading reception guy. Wechen has the most receptions. He has 13 for 80 yards at a 6.2 pop, whereas Phillips is 11 for 193 at 17.5. Got to get the ball in his hand, right? I mean,
yeah. I think a lot of the gadget plays they're running right now is to get the ball in Weegen's hands, where they need to get some of the time get the ball in Phillips' hands. Hopefully, Vandersee. The one thing that sucks is like the guy, like the way Phillips is, like those are the guys that you want to beat people down the field with. But Iowa just doesn't beat people down the field at all. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just how they're built. But they have a bunch of receivers. They don't have these possession receivers that, you know, other than the tight ends that go across the middle and catch those 5 to 6 yard in routes, out routes that you need for, 3rd and 4. You can't run it. You got to get a first down. All their receivers are not these possession guys. And I feel like Gronowski has a little bit of the Spencer Petras problem, where it's like a 5-yard route and he throws it 100 miles an hour. And I don't know if that just needs it. It only seems like a problem because the receivers aren't catching the ball. But sometimes I'm like, dude, just chill on this throw. He's got that a complete laser of an arm, but he's throwing these slant routes so hard that the receivers are just popping off their pads.
Yep. I have saw that too, man. That's funny. That's a great comparison. I always forget about Spencer Petras, and it's just fucking. He used to whip that sumbitch, man. I don't know what it was.
A fucking running back screen, and he'd throw it 75 miles an hour. I'm like, dude, do you have any loft on your football at all?
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, man.
Oh, and one more fucking thing. We're probably gonna get the ball first. If you haven't noticed that already, Kirk likes to get the ball first.
Yep.
And don't throw a fucking interception. God damn it.
All you got to do is get 2 first downs, and then you flip field position. And that's what he wants. He wants Minnesota start inside their own 15.
Yep, that's exactly what he wants. And I'm with you, dude. I I do not want an interception on the opening drive. It's happened 2 of the last 3 games. And it really puts a damper on the start of the game, man, because I'm sitting there going, it's not that you lose faith, but you're like, oh shit, is this really going to happen, or are we going to wake our asses up? But it's like 2 games we spot 7 points off the gate off stupid, and usually it's not a straight. Those 2 interceptions were not just interceptions; they were tips. So I don't know, man. I'm with you. I hope we do not start our opening series with an interception. We can't, to be honest with you.
Just run the fucking ball. I'm serious. Run the fucking ball.
Oh, you want to talk some baseball? I mean, if I'm Tennessee, I'm calling Rick Heller. Why the hell not? That's a hell of a baseball coach that's coaching in the Big Ten.
Spence, you heard about that, right?
Vitelli going to the Giants,
Yeah.
or yeah, kind of an insane shift in coaching. Really, like you look at every manager in the MLB, and they're like 85 years old. They got they're sitting with their hands on their belly on the bench with their glasses on, and then you hire a college coach to come up and be part of like coaching guys that are some of the guys are barely younger than he is. And as a Rockies fan, Rockies podcaster, unfortunately, I've seen Warren Schaefer and the job he's done, but he doesn't really have much to work with. But it is kind of interesting, and it may be a shift in managing in the entire MLB is getting these younger guys, these college guys, and seeing how it works.
This is for you, Brandon.
Yo.
Now you know.
That's when you know you made it.
Hey, I know we're getting a little off subject here, but man, when I heard that he's leaving, that is, I hope anybody's out there. Can somebody tell me the last time a college coach left to the majors and made that jump?
I can't, bro.
That's tough. That is probably the toughest, I guess, promotion in a coaching world that you could get. Besides, if you went from high school straight to like a college D2 coach.
It's not like he's going to the minors.
No, that's it.
Wild.
Boom, and that's just completely different. Completely different. Isn't that great?
Dude, these guys know their shit.
Small head. Look at that, man. And that's a wild word. Vandy Chris, if that's you or you're still watching, if you remember the last time, put it in the comments. I'm just curious. We may not be talking about it when the time comes, but I'll still show it up there. But I just want to know when the last time an actual coach from college jumped to be a head manager. There we go.
Pat Murphy. I didn't know that.
He was an assistant first, though. So this jump is unheard of, to be honest with you, in the baseball world, dog. It's just not something you see at all. Anyway, sorry, we're getting off subject here. My bad. Brandon, what else you got on Minnesota thing? Are you going to the game?
Of course I am. I'll freeze my balls off, but of course I'm going, man.
Are you excited to see the former Hawkeye that's having himself quite the year for them?
Absolutely not. I don't like him. I actually had high hopes for him last year. If you remember me talking about him, I did.
We both did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Spence, I don't know if you know, but John Nestor, right?
Yeah.
Nestor played at Iowa last year. Didn't play very much. He was a defensive back.
I was going to say, he was didn't he have like a massive penalty for us, or a massive, he got like mossed basically on a play. I can't remember if it was a penalty or he allowed a catch, but I remember seeing he wore number 7, right, for Iowa. Yeah, like I remember seeing him and I was like, this guy's, and honestly, like Iowa's DBs, I just feel like this year I was so down on them watching the first couple of games, and they've gotten so much better. They've just been, and granted, it's the Big Ten, but even watching them against Indiana, yes, there's a few plays here and there, but I'm very impressed at how our DBs have come along. The first couple weeks, like, oh my God, they're going to get thrown on every single week. Like, obviously, Wampa's a great player, and you know what he's going to be, and you know the safeties are good. But if your corners aren't good, it's going to make for a long season. And really, the Rutgers game where I was like, oh my God, these guys are terrible, and they ended up obviously outscoring and winning the game. Very un-Iowa of them, but that game, after that game, I was like, oh God, we're in for it this year with these cornerbacks.
Oh no, they'd be awesome.
That has been I'm with you. That has been a pleasant surprise. And like, dude, I was so happy that Wampa got defensive player of the week last week.
And Ross didn't do shit.
But here's the thing. I think personally, I hope that game and him getting that honor lit some sort of new fire under Wampa's ass, because that shit's, I mean, he was a 5-star recruit, came to Iowa. He switched positions this year. Had kind of a rocky first 3 years for us, right? Nothing crazy. You're like a 5-star coming to Iowa, great. And then he made the position change this year, and for him to get that award, I hope it's really like takes him to that next level. So I'm hoping to see a big game out of him this week, personally. So
yeah, I'm honestly shocked he's still at Iowa, and maybe he kind of missed the NIL / like transfer portal a bit, but when you have a 5-star and then they Kirk Ferentz him and said you're gonna fucking sit the bench and then you're gonna play special teams, and then I think what was his first start, the bowl game against Tennessee or
Kentucky,
Kentucky, yeah, and he had a pick and
yep.
Now obviously he stayed here, but that was, I was surprised I thought he was gonna give us the Caden Proctor treatment for sure.
I'm so glad he didn't, man. I'm so glad he didn't. But I'm hoping, man. I hope he has a big game, and I hope this is just a motivation for him to really show why he was a 5-star and why people were so excited for him to come to Iowa. So I'm hoping a big game for him. But yeah, man. Brandon, what else you got? I'm not going to give you my takes.
Take her away, Captain.
I know you talked about passing the ball more. Here's the thing.
Yeah, we need to pass.
we do need to pass the ball. So
yeah.
I think I would like to see us come out that opening drive and just whip the shit out of that ball. Because here's the thing. If it doesn't work, guess what? You go back to your bread and butter, and I'm going to tell you what, eventually Iowa's going to pound them into the ground just like they've done every team so far this year.
Yep.
Towards the end of the game. Obviously, Iowa State, a little different beast there. We had an opportunity. We blew it. Indiana, we had that game, and we blew it. I just think go out, show them something different, utilize Vanderzee, and get Phillips involved too. I know we're trying to get Wetchen involved a lot, which is great, but I think you have another outside speedster that we could probably use a little more too. So, but at the end of the day, you go back to your bread and butter. Iowa's running backs right now are averaging, let me pull this up, 5.36 yards a carry.
That's beautiful.
All the running backs. So if we've ran 5 running backs this year, they all have, 6. I don't count Dahl. So basically, if you go Terrell, Washington, McNeil, Patterson, Williams, and Moulton, they average 5.36 yards a carry. At the end of the day, if you can't get that ball slung around in your first 2 drives, at this point, just pound it down their throat. Do what you're great at. If you're going to get 5 yards a touch out of these boys, fucking do it, man. At this point, that's our identity, right? I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I'm to the point where I just want to win. I thought a couple years ago, I'm like, man, I want to have like a passing attack. But if it's not there, just beat the shit out of them, man. It's been fun. It's been fun this year seeing Iowa bully people again. I feel like it's been like 2 years since we've really seen Iowa push people around the field, push them on their ass, bully them all over the place, and it's been nice for me. So, try to sling it to start, man, and then just hit your bread and butter, man. And then obviously you're going to sprinkle in and let Mark do his thing, man. And the defense, man, keep doing Iowa defense. They're going to want to pass the ball. So a little different, obviously, we stated earlier. Minnesota's going to look to pass the ball more. Obviously, their run is not it. So we got to get some pressure. Mr. Graves, I think, really needs to show out this game. He's had a hell of a year so far. But yeah, secondary continue their improvement, man, and lock them down and just beat the shit out of them, man. We're in all black. I'm sorry. I think Minnesota's cooked. As soon as they said we're wearing all black, man, I think they're cooked. Iowa has not lost a game when we go all black. You guys know that?
Really?
8-0, right?
8-0.
8-0.
8-0.
Yep.
And we talked about it last year, and then they did it twice last year, and they wore all black, and they won both of them. We were like, no, oh, this is fucking sweet, man. So yeah, Minnesota. It's gonna be an interesting game. Fleck, I don't know. Did you guys see Fleck's comments about what up, Moose?
What's up, Moosey?
Did you see Fleck's comments at the preseason meetings about how he believes Kinnick is the hardest place to play? Or do you
I
think
saw that.
You think he's just saying that because he can't beat him, and they're 1-9 in the last 10 years?
I don't know. I can't get into his noggin. I don't want to be in his noggin. I'm already bad.
Listen. I don't like that guy personally. That's just my take on that shit. There we go. Yes, sir, baby. Try to sling it. It's my key to the game, and if it doesn't work, you just bully the shit out of them. I would love to see nothing more. I would love Moose's score right there if Iowa has.
Oh, me too.
Has 3 rushing touchdowns on their asses. I'm sure Mark will have at least 1 or 2, but hell yeah, man. That's my keys, man. Be Iowa football. Obviously, you want to try to catch them off guard, but let's just be Iowa football. And top to bottom, Iowa should win this game. And the line.
Yeah, this is a game where you don't need to get cute. You just play your game. Like maybe against, Oregon, you get cute, or you need to figure out a way to do something crazy. But this one's just like win the game, run the ball down their throat, win a low-scoring, close game. Yes, it's going to be intense. Yeah, it's going to be tight at the end. We're all used to that by now. But don't, if they don't turn the ball over the last, like you said, the last two of the first possessions in the last couple of games, they probably run those teams out of it. It was a lot of like the Penn State game should have been over in the third quarter, but Iowa let them back in. And luckily Iowa's good enough now to win those games, even though they made giant mistakes like getting a kick blocked and the pick. But if you don't make mistakes, you're beating this team by 15, 20.
Yep. This is just you top to bottom. We are definitely the better team. There's no doubt about it. Just on paper, stats, quarterback, we have them beat. Running back, we have them beat. I think maybe a wide receiver, if we were to line them up, to be honest with you, I don't know if they have us beat because we don't get to see our wide receivers very much. So obviously they're going to get the nod on that shit. But Chris, don't bring up the past, dog. We can talk about your Vanderbilt's last 17 years. Shh.
All right, I changed my pick, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this is going to be an interesting game. But I think Iowa. I mean, should we make our picks? Fuck it, man.
Hey, hold up. Don't forget the crowd, dude. The crowd has to be as electric as Penn State. I don't give a shit that it's at 2:30. It's got to be electric again because the quarterback's freshman.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care how many games they've played. He's still a freshman.
Well, then we'll just hit him with this one more time.
This is producer Cam. Fuck Iowa.
Who hates Iowa? We hate Iowa! Who hates Iowa?
That's all I got. I can't watch the whole thing. Shout out, baby. All right, let's make some picks, gentlemen, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up. Spence, why don't you kick us off, man? Give us your pick on the game, man. Who you going with, and give us a score.
Iowa, I'm going to stick with my early prediction, 24-20. Over hits. Iowa doesn't cover. They're up probably 24-13 till like the late fourth quarter. Allow some garbage touchdown, 4-minute offense, run out the clock, ball game.
Heard, Moose. Brandon, who you got, man?
28-17 Hawks. I think the fans will be nuts like they usually are, and I think we'll be ahead. Oh my fucking god! You know what? Fuck it. Take my pick from before. Fuck Vanderbilt. Go Missouri. I don't give a shit. Talk that bullshit.
Andy Chris getting exiled from the Alcoholics.
Yeah.
All right, your pick is in. So I looked at the line, Spence. It's moved on some places to 9.5 now.
I don't like it.
The black all black jerseys were probably worth at least a point in the world's eyes.
Yeah.
What's fucked up is you're probably right. When they announced it's all black, that it was probably the first line point that went up, or a 1.5 that went to 8.5. Now it's moving to 9.5. I was like, shit.
If this game was at night at Kinnick, it'd be 11.
It would be. That's so
Rest in
crazy.
peace.
Jason says Hawks win 31-20. You know what? Randy Chris laughs at you with what are those fishes? I don't know what you got going on, Chris.
Oh, some weird goon ball.
I think Iowa. Honestly, I don't think we end up passing the ball too much. I think Iowa beats them with some of that bully ball, and I think Iowa wins pretty handily. I'm going 28-10 Hawks. I'm guessing we're going to score 4 touchdowns is my pick for some reason, but I'm going with it, baby. So we're going a clean sweep, man. We're going a clean sweep here for the Hawks. Man, I'm excited. Brandon, you said you're going?
Absolutely.
Man, what time you getting to Hawks to go and hanging out with Moose?
I'm gonna hang out with Moose at 11. I'm gonna head at 11 because I have a place where I park for free at, and if you don't get there in time, you lose your spot. And yeah, it's first come, first serve. But I'll be there. Van Hayden's gonna be across the way playing their Van Halen cover songs with Iowa themes. By the way, I promised I'd give him a shout out. Do you want to make the announcement now, or are we wait until next week about who's coming back home?
They're gonna have to tune in
have to wait.
our Facebook page to find out what's cooking on the Hockaholics.
Okay.
I mean, we can hint. I mean, if you want to tell them what's in the works, you can. But
Give them a little Easter egg, bud.
you want a little Easter egg? So yeah, for those of you who follow our page and saw our post this week, we do have a huge announcement coming up here soon. We are going to be part of I guess it's going to be hosted by about 3 different people, so to speak. So Hawks to Go will be the tailgate spot. Hockaholics will be there doing a show, interviewing some peeps. And then the 2015 Iowa team is getting honored for the Oregon game on November 8th for the 10-year anniversary. And so we are going to be actually having a big tailgate event with those guys. More to come. But so far what I've been told, it's pretty loaded with some people. So, I mean, one person so far that I know of is Desmond King is going to be there with us. So we're going to try to get him on with us, but that's all I'm going to share right now. So keep checking back with our Facebook so you can see who you can expect to come hang out and meet at the Hockaholics / Front Seat Podcast tailgate experience for the Oregon game. So very cool shit coming on, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait to actually make the official announcement. But yeah, man, it's going to be cool. Nothing like hanging out with the 12-0 Hawkeyes.
Right.
That's going to be sweet. All right. Spence, man, thanks for joining us, man. It's nice to meet a Hawkeye from out west and someone that wasn't really just naturally into the thick of it with us here. So kudos, man. It's nice meeting you, and thank you. If you want to go ahead.
Real quick, sorry. Spence, will you give a little brief description of your podcast? Because like I said earlier in the show, I know for a fact people hear golf, and your show is very addicting to listen to. So
Yeah, so it's me and my brother. We do Big Drive. It's called Big Drive Energy Golf Podcast. We talk about football and basketball and all these other things for the first half of it, and then get into golf topics. We're both former golf professionals that worked at courses and grew up playing golf. So we do that once a week usually, and we talk about the PGA Tour, we talk about live golf, all of that, and then recap the majors and any breaking news in the golf world. We hop on and go live. So you can check out our YouTube, Big Drive Energy Golf.
Man, I should have tuned into you guys after that
Dude,
Sunday at the Ryder Cup.
Oh, that's still up there. That was a fun episode.
God, what a good man. That if they would have pulled that shit off, that would have been just
It would have been electric. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was something crazy. But yeah, man, check them out if you like golf and then just shooting the shit about sports, man. Check Spence and the podcast out, guys. Spencer,
thanks
again.
buddy.
Thanks again, man.
Appreciate you guys.
We'll let you get back to it, man.
Thank you.
Take care and go Hawks, buddy.
Go Hawks, baby.
All right, dog. How you feeling post show? Feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this weekend, but I also have like some craziness that I got going on. No, I don't want to care about the platypus.
Do you need a platypus in your life? Or would you like some bacon?
Well, for one, I'm married. And two, I would like some bacon.
What's that have to do with? Oh, I see what you did there.
Exactly.
Man. Sweet. Yeah. So Brandon's going to be out at Hawks to Go. You want to tell everybody where it's at if they want to stop
Yeah.
out, say hello?
120 Gulfview Drive. Every now and again, you'll see parents of current players and sometimes former players stop by. So basically what it is all shot pros. So like booze, shots, and they give all proceeds to the Children's Hospital. They don't make a damn dime. Now, I will say they do serve food, and if you want food, usually they ask you to let us, or like you have to let them know ahead of time.
88, Chris?
They'll usually charge. So, but
I don't know the specific year, but to answer your question, was it 88? It's in the 80s. 80s.
it's 40 years.
And then America Needs Farmers. So 85.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure.
1985,
Pretty
America Needs
sure
Farmers.
it's 40. It was the 40th anniversary. I have a koozie, which reminds me, I'll hook you up with that. If I remember to, I will get you a A&F koozie that I got last week when you show up.
I was close. Good year, by the way, Chris. Good year. 1986, man.
All right. No fucking clue, man.
Good year. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good time Saturday. I hope you get to see some people, and yeah, keep tuning in, man, because we have that huge announcement coming up, and yeah, we're looking to raise some serious money for the Children's Hospital at the event too.
So just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, next week is a bye week. However, are we doing next week is the announcement, or Oregon week is the announcement?
I think we'll just more to come. We'll figure it out, but
Okay. We'll keep y'all updated.
I think next week we'll probably be back next week. To be honest with you, and it'll probably be Moose, who's commenting from Hawks to Go, will be
that's
with
right,
us.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, and then the other host with the most, he'll be on with us as well, and hopefully we'll have a kick time so we can get this broken down by time
11
frame.
a.m. I'm sorry. We got to win. Actually, we got to win Saturday, and it'll be 11 a.m. So there you go. If you really want to complain, pick your battles.
Pick your battles. Give me 2:30 because it'll be the perfect for a podcast and to have some fun, baby. Give it to me.
Well, that's what coffee's for, though. Coffee and booze.
Great stuff, Brandon. All right, man. The Hawks go look to go 6-2 this weekend. So
Well, hey, we forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry, bowl eligibility.
yeah, coming up, we gonna do it 6-2.
Yep.
Hey, before we wrap it up, does your season record change that you predicted in preseason? You said 8.
I still think we lose 2 more games. I think we still lose to Oregon as of now. I think we have well, we'll see how this weekend goes, but if we had to play Oregon this week, I think we have a chance. And then I don't think we're going to, and then USC is my last loss. But so yes, it does kind of, so 8-4, typical.
Listen, I like Iowa out of the bye week against Oregon personally. So another week of rested quarterback, another week of preparing,
beating them.
Ooh. November 8th could be fun. All right, man, let's wrap it up. We'll see you next week again. Thanks everybody for
Thank you so much.
tuning in. Please give us a share, follow, like. That way you can be there when we make the official announcement. Brandon, as we always say, go Hawks, baby.
Go Hawks.
All right, we'll see you all next week. Take care, everybody.
It's a mad world. You go your own way, I'ma go mine.
claim and take it for peace of mind. Our generation that's gaining victims of hate at times. Our history of puzzle and pieces cleaning, now watch it shine. I know it burns where you turn, yeah, the dumb will learn. Pronouns and verbs, adjectives, either both will serve. Put in these words, it's a word, and it's absurd how we never seem to get it or kick this shit to the curb now. That's all I got, and on the road, that's all she wrote. That's all I know, that's all I know, that's not to know you. That's all I got, and on the road, that's all she wrote. That's all I know, that's all I know, that's not to know you.
You ever wonder when it's time to stop living up here and start living down